All right, what's up, everyone? This is your commissioner bringing you a week 6 recap here between Ross and Eric. So this one kind of got away from you here, E. Ross kind of took control and didn't really look back for most of this contest. So let's dive in to see what kind of happened here. Josh Allen doing Josh Allen things, right? Coming up with 34.72 points, absolutely destroying the competition like always. His team didn't win, but he did all he could. Came up like half an inch short of getting that fourth down conversion on that sneak, and I think they probably would have won that game. So, but anyways, as it pertains to fantasy, Ross, good job there for Josh Allen, really killing it there for you. See, Justin Herbert had a very down week, only 13 points, got shut down. That whole Charger offense couldn't do anything against the Ravens. I mean, they were just rudderless for much of this game. I think the only score came on like a turnover that was like deep in the Raven territory. So that was a brutal day for the whole Charger offense. Antonio Gibson, we had 10 carries, 44 yards, had 2 catches, no yards, and lost a fumble. So that's a pretty rough day for Mr. Gibson. I don't think this is shin related. It could be, but that was a pretty rough game for him there. I think J.D. McKissick got more of the touches, so might just been like a game script thing playing as KC, where we just want to have the faster, more elusive pass catcher out there. I don't know, but Gibson was not having a good game so far at all in this one. Khalil Herbert, 2 Herberts by the way, Eric. How do you have 2 guys named Herbert? So you have you have Justin Herbert and you have Khalil Herbert. So that's confusing. Anyways, yeah. So Khalil Herbert, 19 carries, 97 yards, got the touchdown to really make his day from good to great. So he was fantastic with no Damian Williams, no David Montgomery, obviously. So he took full advantage. Got you some big time numbers there. Javonte Williams, 8.3 points. Still sharing that backfield there with Melvin Gordon. Didn't quite get the numbers like he probably could have gotten because he was averaging a pretty healthy yards per carry, but just not getting enough touches there yet in Denver. But it's probably going to happen at some point. Kareem Hunt played this one, but he did get hurt about halfway through or around the fourth quarter-ish of this game. So I think he hurt his calf. So that's a rough one there for you. I think you already picked up the Ernest Johnson. So I think hopefully he'll fill in for you this week. But Kareem Hunt from the we have 9.3 this week. So not a very good outcome for you there. Cooper Kupp, number 1 receiver in fantasy football and also pro football too. He's just catching everything, catching touchdowns, getting yards every week. 29.5 points. Definitely Matthew Stafford's favorite target by far. They're just in complete sync right now, and they completely blew away the Giants. So, and Cooper Kupp was a big reason why. Huge performance there for you, Ross. DeAndre Hopkins had a pretty good performance himself. Also had 2 touchdowns on 55 yards on 3 catches. So not a lot of catches, but he made all of his catches count for sure. About 67% of his catches went for touchdowns. That's a damn good ratio there for you. DJ Moore, 8.4 points, had a very bad outing there. He lost a fumble. Darnold was throwing the ball all over the place to the other team often, I saw at times during red zone. So I think DJ Moore's, he's had better weeks than this. I'm pretty sure he'll bounce back, but this was not a good week for him. See, Jamar Chase, 11.7 points, had 6 catches, 97 yards, catching deep bombs from Joey Burrow all day long. Having a very good rookie season so far. Darren the Walrus Waller, 8.4 points, 5 catches, 59 yards, doing this thing. He's not having those monster weeks right now just because I think the Raiders, they're starting to get their younger receivers into the action more. So it's the targets are kind of being more evenly distributed than they were even last season. So Waller's still a beast, just he's not having those mega weeks like he usually does. But he's like tight end 3 or 4 in fantasy, so it's not exactly killing people. But definitely a come down from his week 1 there for your Ross. Jared Cook was probably the only lone bright spot when it came to receiving there for the Chargers this past week. Had 4 catches, 25 yards, and a touchdown. The only touchdown for the Chargers all day long. Antonio Brown had 19.8 points. Like Ross, you put him in your lineup last minute, and it worked out hugely for you there. 9 catches, 93 yards, and a touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 14.1 points, continuing to get he got the same amount of targets and catches as Antonio Brown. 9 receptions, 13 targets, 71 yards, no touchdown, but the yards and the targets are definitely there for Deontay, taking advantage of Juju being out, getting more targets. Harrison Butker, 9 points, probably one of his better games so far this season. KC's just used to scoring so many touchdowns that the field goal games isn't usually there, but you got a field goal here, a 50-yarder, so 5 points. That's a nice bonus. McLaughlin for kicker for Cleveland got only 2 points, 2 extra points. Not a good game. And finally, the Panther defense 9 points, and the Bucks got mediocre 4. So, Ross, you keep rolling, man. You're up to 5-1. You and me are the only ones who are 5-1 so far in the league. I think you only trail me by about like 8 or 9 points here in the points for on the season. So, you and I are pretty much neck and neck here when it comes to getting packing up the wins and the points on a weekly basis. So you made a huge trade too. You got Jonathan Taylor now, man. Your team's a beast, dude. So I know you made the trade, I think, because of some injuries. So Jonathan Taylor's a pretty good remedy for whatever ails you, is what I gotta say. And then Erik, tough loss, my man. 2-4 doesn't feel good, I'm sure, but still a lot of season left. Got a pretty solid team, so let's bounce back next week, man.